Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Ashrafil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulallah. Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Sayyidi ya Habiballah. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله. Most honorable viewers and listeners, I welcome you to the very first lesson of Tafseer Ashrafi in the Urdu and English language with the Islamic greetings of Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. As you well know, Tafseer Ashrafi is that tafsir whose commentary has been written by Huzur Shaykhul Islam wal Muslimin, the great renowned personality who is renowned all over the world, who does not need any introduction. Huzur Shaykhul Islam wal Muslimin, Hazrat Allama Sayyid Muhammad Madni Miya Ashrafi al-Jilani, Hafidahullah Ta'ala, who has been serving Islam since the 60s all over India, has been visiting the UK for more than the last 4 decades, and is one of those scholars to whom we are immensely indebted to for the presence of Sunniyat of the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah in the UK, who also traveled to other parts of the world, the USA, Canada, Europe, for one purpose only: to propagate the teachings of Islam, the pristine Islam, to serve Deen and Sunniyat through his unique speeches. Ulama today are indebted to him, as they are to other scholars, but he is one of those scholars who they are and we are immensely indebted to. And even after discontinuing with his speeches whilst he was in his 70s, Huzur Shaykhul Islam, he worked day and night to produce this beautiful tafsir in the Urdu language, and he did immense justice by producing this great eloquent piece of work. He has come from a family of Sufiya, of Atqiya, Asfiya, Awliya Allah, both from his maternal and paternal side, being the son of Huzur Muhaddisi Azam Hind, Hazrat Sayyid Muhammad Khichochvi, Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayh, being the vision of one of his ancestors, Ala Hazrat Ashrafi Miya, Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayh, the dua of Ala Hazrat Ashrafi Miya, and the duas and hard work and effort of both of his parents is Hazrat Allama Sayyid Muhammad Madni Miya, Hafidahullah Ta'ala, coming from the spiritual center of the Sunni world, Kichocha Muqaddasa, which has been producing ulama and atqiya, asfiya, arif billahs, and have been serving Islam for the last 700-800 years, who are the descendants of Hazrat Makhdoom, Sayyid Muhammad Makhdoom Ashraf Simnani, Tariq Sultanat, Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayh, the descendants of Hazrat Abdul Razak Nurul Ain, Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayh. They have the du'as, the blessings and the barakah of their ancestors with them. And Kishocha Muqaddasa has been the center of spirituality, of tasawwuf, of ma'rifat, of haqiqat, of tariqat for many centuries now. It is an honor for myself, this faqir, to have the opportunity to deliver Tafseer Ashrafi in Urdu and especially in the English language to benefit our Muslim brothers and sisters all over the world. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He gives me the tawfiq to do justice to this subject, And Tafseer itself means the commentary of the Quran. And a person who is knowledgeable in many Islamic disciplines. Huzur Shaykhul Islam is one of those personalities who strove day and night to learn the deen for almost 14 years. And thereafter, he became an ocean of knowledge and Islamic sciences, which we have noticed when we listen to Huzur Shaykhul Islam's beautiful pearls of wisdom in the form of his speeches. When we sit in his gatherings, we notice the pearls of wisdom that he scatters to his devotees. So it is an honor for myself to take on this challenge. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the tawfiq, and may He bless you all with the understanding, with the true understanding of the Quran Majid, as only those tafasir, commentaries of the Quran, should be recited by our Sunni brothers and sisters, by the Muslims at large, the ones that are correct and in accordance with the Aqidah of the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. A person who does not know how to address Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah Azza wa Jal, our Khaliq, our Malik, our Raziq, our Sustainer, our Creator, our ultimate owner, who does not know how to address all those matters which pertain to Allah Azza wa Jal, who does not have the most profound reverence when referring to matters of uluhiyat, and when referring to the best of all creation, Sayyiduna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and such a person, and in conjunction with that, being a master of many subjects, it is absolutely necessary for that person who attempts to write the commentary of the Quran that he is a master in ilmul aqaid, in sarf, in nahv, in balagha, in lughat, in many other subjects, before a person may attempt to write the tafseer of the Quran. And even then he must have ijazah from other scholars who are higher than them. And Huzur Shaykhul Islam wal Muslimin has been given the title of Ra'isul Muhaqqiqin by Hazrat Allama Sayyid Ahmad Qazmi Shah Sahab, who was widely renowned as Ghazali Dora Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayh. So undoubtedly, in the view of the ulama, he is Shaykhul Islam wal Muslimin. And I will now begin. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habibullah. The Quran Majid, as you well know, it begins with Suratul Fatiha. कुरान पाक की सबसे पहली सूरा जिसका नुज़ूल मक्का मुअज़्ज़मा में हुआ और कहा जाता है कि मदीना मुनव्वरा में भी हुआ. The very first surat, or what you can call chapter, the very first chapter, which was, according to one report, revealed in Makkah Mu'azzama, and it has also been mentioned that it was revealed in Medina al-Munawwara. It contains इसमें 7 आयतें, 27 कलमे और 140 हुरूफ है. It contains 7 ayat, verses, and 27 words and 140 letters, जिसकी कोई आयत ना नासिख है ना मनसूख. None of its verses are abrogated, nor are they abrogators. इसका नाम सूरह फातिहा है. It contains multiple names, meaning it has multiple names, and a surah having multiple names itself is evidence of its nobility and greatness in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. तो इसका नाम सूरह फातिहा है कि एक रिवायत में वही का सिलसिला इसी से शुरू हुआ है. So its name is Surah Fatiha because according to one report, wahi started with Suratul Fatiha. दूसरा नाम फातिहतुल किताब. The second name is Fatihatul Kitab क्योंकि कुरान करीम इसी से शुरू किया गया है, as the Quran Majid commenced with this surah. तीसरा नाम उम्मुल कुरान है. The third name is उम्मुल कुरान क्योंकि सारे कुरान के मज़ामीन की बुनियाद इसमें लिखी गई है, as all of the subjects of the Quran Majid, their foundation has been written in this surah. चौथा नाम, the fourth name is Surah Kanz, क्योंकि सारे कुरान की दौलत का खजाना यही है, as the entire treasure of the Quran is this surah itself. पांचवा नाम, the fifth name is Surah Kafiya, यानी नमाज में दूसरी सूरतों के बदले में इसको पढ़ना काफ़ी है, which means that in namaz it is sufficient to recite this surah instead of other surahs. लेकिन इसके बदले में किसी सूरह को नहीं पढ़ा जा सकता. However, one cannot recite other surahs instead of this surah. छठा नाम, the sixth name, Surah Wafiya. It is Surah Wafiya कि जब ये सूरह नमाज में पढ़ी जाएगी तो पूरी पढ़ी जाएगी. As when this surah will be recited in salah, then it will be recited in its entirety. सिर्फ 2-3 आयतों पर इक्तिफा ना किया जाएगा. One cannot simply suffice on 2 or 3 verses as you can with other surahs. सातवां नाम, the seventh name is Surah Shafiya कि इसको पढ़कर दम करने से बीमारियां दूर होती हैं. As when one recites this surah and then blows on a patient or on water, then that dam will be a means of removing the illnesses. आठवां नाम, the eighth name, Surah Shifa is Surah Shifa. वजह यह है कि इससे शिफा मिलती है. The reason is because by virtue of this surah one is blessed with shifa, meaning cure, freedom from illnesses. नवा नाम, the ninth name is Sab'a Mathani क्योंकि आज 7 आयतें हैं, it contains 7 verses और नमाज की हर रकअत में इनकी तकरार होती रहती है. And in salah one continues to do taqrar, meaning in every rak'at in the form of qiyam one continues to recite this. 10th name, 10वां नाम, Surah Noor है, is Surah Noor कि इसके सारे मज़ामीन नूर ही नूर है, as all of its subjects are entirely noor. 11वां नाम, the 11th name, Surah Ruqya क्योंकि जहर के उतारने में ये सूरह करीमा मंत्र का काम करती हैं. Because in order, this surah itself, it is a means of removing the effects of poison, just as a mantra, meaning certain words are recited to blow on a patient, and this is known as mantra in the Urdu language. This surah serves that purpose too. 12वां नाम, the 12th name, Surah Hamd क्योंकि इसकी इब्तिदा हमद इलाही से है, the surah of praise, because it initiates with the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 13वां नाम, the 13th name is Surah Dua, the chapter of dua, supplication, क्योंकि इसमें बेहतरीन दुआ सिखाई गई है, because a beautiful dua has been taught in this surah. Surah Fatiha is a beautiful way of supplicating to Allah Azza wa Jal. 14वां नाम, the 14th name is Surah Ta'limul Masala क्योंकि बेशुमार मसाइल अकायद व अमाल के इसमें मौजूद हैं. Why? Because there are numerous rulings in relation to beliefs and deeds in this surah और तमामी मसाइल की इसमें बुनियाद रखी गई है, and the roots or foundations of all these rulings are in this surah or present in this surah. 15वां नाम, 15th name is Surah Munajat, the chapter of supplications क्योंकि इस सूरत करीमा का सारा मजमून बंदे की अपने रब से मुनाजात है. Because the entire subject in this surah karima is a person supplicating to his Rabb, to his Lord. And the 16th name is Surah Tafweed, which means to surrender oneself. क्योंकि why? इस सूरह करीमा में बंदा अपने आप को बिल्कुल अपने रब के सुपुर्द कर देता है. Because a person in this surah karima, noble surah, he completely and absolutely surrenders himself to his Rabb, to his Lord. 17वां नाम, the 17th name is Surah Suwal, the chapter of Suwal, questioning or seeking, begging, you could say. क्योंकि बंदा इस सूरह शरीफा की तिलावत के वक्त पूरा साइल हो जाता है. As the servant, the person, when he is reciting this noble surah, then he is a questioner, meaning a beggar in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. 18वां नाम, the 18th name of this surah, Ummul Kitab, क्योंकि हर आसमानी किताबों का जोहर इसमें है, because it contains the goodness of all previous heavenly scriptures. 19वां नाम, the 19th name is Fatihatul Quran, the opening of the Quran. क्योंकि कुरान की इब्तिदा इसी से है, as the starting of the Quran, the ibtida is from this surah. ये नाम और दूसरा नाम फातिहतुल किताब एक ही वजह से है. So this name Fatihatul Quran and Fatihatul Kitab is for the same reason that the Quran, it commences from this surah. And the 20th name is Surah Salat, क्योंकि नमाज इसके बगैर नहीं होती, as namaz is invalid without Surah Fatiha, meaning without this surah, namaz will not be valid. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, नाम से अल्लाह के बड़ा मेहरबान बख्शने वाला है. So the translation of the Quran has been written in this Tafseer Ashrafi by Huzur Muhaddis Azam Hind, the father of Huzur Shaykh al-Islam wal Muslimin, Huzur Muhaddis Azam Hind Sayyid Muhammad Kichotwi Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi, the great scholar of Hadith, was, as I mentioned earlier, a unique scholar of Islam and orator. And the commentary has been written by Hazrat Allama Sayyid Muhammad Madni Miya Hafidhullah Ta'ala. So he says, Naam se Allah ke bada meherban bakshne wala. With the name of Allah who is the most compassionate and the forgiver. ऐसी नामवर सूरह शरीफा को या यूं कहिए कि कुरान पाक की तिलावत को मैं शुरू करता हूँ नाम से अल्लाह के जो बहुत बड़ा मेहरबान अपने सब बंदों पर है और मुसलमानों की खताओं का बख्शने वाला है. उसने अपने करम से हमको ये सिखलाया और सूरह करीमा को यूं शुरू फरमाया कि कहा करो कि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन, सारी हम्द अल्लाह ही के लिए परवरदिगार सारे जहानों का. So this famous surah, the translation now, surah, noble surah को या यूं कहिए कुरान पाक की तिलावत को, or one can say that the recitation of the Quran, I begin, meaning that I begin this noble surah, this honorable surah, or the recitation of the Quran with the name of Allah who is the most compassionate upon all of his servants, and he is the forgiver of the Muslims. उसने अपने कर्म से हमको ये सिखलाया. He taught us this, he educated us with this out of his grace. और सूरह करीमा को यूं शुरू फरमाया, and he initiated the honorable surah with that we should say, कि कहा करो, that we should say, that you should say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, सारी हमद अल्लाह ही के लिए है, which means that all praise is for Allah alone, परवरदिगार सारे जहानों का, who is the sustainer of all of the worlds. सारी खूबियाँ, अच्छाइयाँ, बरतरियाँ, हमद सिर्फ मखसूस अल्लाह ही के लिए है, which means all of the qualities, goodnesses, greatnesses, meaning the praise is exclusive for Allah alone. ख़्वाह वो मेरी हमद हो, whether it is my praise या दूसरों की, my praise meaning Allah's praise, या दूसरों की, or the praise of others, गुनाहगारों की हो या नेकोकारों की, whether it is the praise of the sinful people or the righteous people, awliya की हो या अंबिया की हो, whether it is of the awliya Allah or the anbiya Allah, the friends of Allah or the prophets of Allah, या पैकर hamd Sayyidul Anbiya ki, or whether it is of the one who is an embodiment, a personification of praise, the leader of the prophets, whether it is his praise, wo Allah jo पालने वाला परवरदिगार इस जहां का, that Allah who is the sustainer, the nourisher of this world, उस जहां का, of that world, गर्ज सारे जहानों का, in summary of all the worlds. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, बड़ा मेहरबान बख्शने वाला, who is the most compassionate and the one who forgives. और अपने सब बंदों पर बड़ा मेहरबान है, and he is upon all of his servants increasingly compassionate. और मोमिन हो या काफिर, सब पर मेहरबानी फरमाता है. Whether that person is a mu'min, a believer, or an infidel, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is compassionate upon all of them. और क़ियामत के दिन मुसलमानों में गुनाहगारों को वही बख्शने वाला है. And on the day of judgment, he is the one who is going to forgive the Muslims. On the day of judgment, he is the one who is going to forgive the sinful Muslims. Malik Yawmiddin, Malik Roze Jazaka, the owner of the day of reckoning. वही है जो क़यामत के दिन सबको दिखलाई पड़ेगा कि वही और सिर्फ वही मालिक रोज़े जज़ा का है, और कोई उस दिन मलकियत का दावेदार नहीं है. And he is the one alone who will be seen on the day of judgment, in which way कि वही और सिर्फ वही, that he and he alone is the owner of the day of reckoning, meaning he alone, no other shares this with him, is the one who is the owner of the day of reckoning. And there will be no one who will be claiming, और कोई उस दिन मलकियत, there will be no one who will claim to be an owner on this day, meaning the day of reckoning. इय्याक नअबुदु व इय्याक नस्तईन, तुझी को हम पूजें और तेरी ही मदद चाहें. You alone we worship and you alone we seek help from. आओ इससे उससे कहें, आओ इससे कहें, ए मेरे अल्लाह, come, let's say to him that, O my Allah, ए मेरे परवरदिगार, O my sustainer, ए मेरे मेहरबान, O the one who is compassionate, ए मेरे बख्शने वाले, O the one who is going to forgive me, ए मेरे मालिक, O my owner. हम इकरार करते हैं, we confess कि तुझी को हम पूजें, that you alone we worship. ये है हमारा वो अकीदा तौहीद जिसको हमने कलिमा तौहीद से पाया और माना. This is our aqeeda, and it is that aqeeda of tawheed which we obtained through the kalima tawheed, through the declaration which believes in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we believed in it firmly. और इसके खिलाफ को शिर्क जानते हैं, and anything which opposes this we deem it as shirk. बस तौहीद यही है, this itself, this only is tawheed, this alone is tawheed, कि तुझी को हम पूजे, that you alone we worship. तौहीद ना इससे कम है ना कुछ ज्यादा. तौहीद is nothing less than this, nor is it anything more than this. या Allah, O Allah, हमारा भरोसा तुझी पर है. We have trust on you alone. Our reliance is on you alone. और तेरी ही मदद चाहे, and we only seek your help. ये हमारा वो तवक्कुल है जो तूने अपने करम से अता फरमाया. This is our tawakkul, and it is that tawakkul which you bestowed to us with your grace. हर मदद करने वाले हाथ में तेरा हाथ हमें साफ नजर आता है. With all those means which help us, meaning with all those means of support, we see your help. Your help is observed. When we see other sources of help, meaning through the hands, which is the literal meaning. So other hands which help us, meaning other sources which serve to help us, we see and we observe your help in those sources. तेरा हाथ हमें साफ नजर आता है. We see and we observe your help via those, in those sources of help. It is clearly seen. औलिया अंबिया ने जो कुछ मदद फरमाई और फरमा रहे हैं और फरमाते रहेंगे, लेकिन हमने हर मदद में तेरी ही मदद देखी. So when the awliya Allah and the anbiya Allah, when your awliya, when your saints and the prophets, whenever they help us, and whenever they have helped us and they are helping us and will continue to help us. So he is delivering to us our aqidah, explaining to us our aqidah, Shaykh al-Islam. Lekin, however, when we see that they have helped us in the past or are helping us today and will continue to help us until Judgment Day, the awliya Allah. Lekin, however, हमने हर मदद में तेरी ही मदद देखी. In all those forms of help, of isti'ana, of madad, of support, we saw your help behind them, meaning you empowered them. You empowered them to help us. Without you empowering them, they are unable to help us. Meaning they are majazan, metaphorically, figuratively helping us. Fil haqiqa, the fa'ili haqiqi, the real and ultimate help is from you, O Allah. जिससे मदद मांगनी तेरा समझकर, जिससे मदद मांगी तेरा समझकर, we sought help from them, believing them to be from you, meaning believing that they are min Allah, not min dunillah. They are not against you, but they are from you, meaning your abd. They are your servants, your creation, your makhluk, your special servants. Teri madad ka mazhar jankar, believing them to be a form of the madhar of your help, meaning the focus. You have empowered them to help us. जो इसके खिलाफ है, तुझ पर तवक्कुल नहीं रखता. जो इसके खिलाफ है, तुझ पर तवक्कुल नहीं रखता. And whoever is against this, then he does not have reliance upon you. Then the next verse, इहदिना सिरातल मुस्तकीम, चला हमको रास्ता सीधा. Allow us to tread that path which is the straight path. Meaning enable us to follow and to tread upon the straight path. Ya Allah, O Allah, हमारा चलना क्या और हम चल ही क्या सकते हैं. O Allah, who are we to tread and know how to walk on the straight path? And we don't even know how to walk or how to follow. On which path to follow? Bas apne karam se. Therefore Allah, out of your grace and kindness, चला हमको इस रास्ता पर, उस रास्ता पर जो तुझ तक पहुंचा है. Cause us to follow that path which reaches you, जो तुझ तक पहुंचा है, which has reached you. मौजूद है, which is present, बिल्कुल सीधा भी है, and it is absolutely straight. Then सिरात الذين أنعمت عليهم, रास्ता उनका के इनाम फरमाया तूने जिन पर. The path of those, the ones you bestowed your favor upon. Meaning make us follow the path of those who are those people upon whom you bestowed your favor. वो रास्ता है जो आज नया नहीं. Meaning that path of those people is the path which is not new today, जो आज नया नहीं है. इस पर चलने वाले चला किए. It is that path that isn't new. People have trod on that path successfully and reached their destination. People have been using that path. और ऐसा सीधा है and it is straight in such a way कि वो तुझ तक पहुंचे, that it takes one to you, और ऐसा पहुंचे and it reaches you कि इनाम फरमाया तूने जिनके खुदा रसीदा होने पर, that you have bestowed your favor upon those people, कि खुदा रसीदा होने और तेरे इनाम फरमाने ही से जाना, that they are the ones who found you, who reached you, they are the ones who reached you, और तेरे इनाम फरमाने ही से जाना. And we only got to know that path by you bestowing your in'am upon them. That is how we knew that path, कि वो रास्ता अच्छा है, that path is a good path, it is a noble path. वो तेरे अंबिया और सिद्दीकीन और शुहदा और सालिहीन का रास्ता है, and it is the path of your अंबिया, the prophets, the सिद्दीकीन, which is the highest jamaat congregation amongst the awliya Allah, and the shuhada, the martyrs, and the salihin, the awliya Allah. It is their path. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين, not the path, यानी ना उनका कि गजब फरमाया गया जिन पर और ना गुमराहों का, not the path of the ones who have been bestowed with your wrath, with your anger, or na gumraho ka, and not the path. And then we supplicate that not the path of the ones who have been bestowed with your anger, and not the path of those who are misguided. Who are they? Na un Yahudiyo or Yahud manshon ka, not of the path of the Jews and the well-wishers of the Jews. Not their path, Rasta. Ke qatle na haq, तोहीन अंबिया और जुल्म की वजह से गजब फरमाया गया जिन पर, as they were bestowed with your anger, with your ghadab, with your wrath, because of them engaging in unjust killings, and because of them blaspheming, because of their blasphemy to the prophets, and because of their oppression. They earned the wrath of Allah, not of their path. Do not make us follow their path, the Tafseer says. Or na Isaiyon or Isaiyat Nawaz, Allah ko chhod dene wale, gumraho ka, and no of the ones who are the Christians and the ones who are their patrons. Allah ko chhod dene wale, the ones who the Christians are benefactors to. Allah ko chhod dene wale, the ones who have abandoned Allah. Gumrahon ka, the misguided, meaning the misguided here, the dal have been referred to as the Christians. और तेरे गजब फरमाने और गुमराह करार देने से ही हमने जाना कि ये रास्ता बुरा है. And we learned that this path is an evil path. We learned that this path is an evil path by your anger upon these people, and by you declaring them as misguided. By you declaring them as misguided, and by you demonstrating your anger, your wrath upon them, we learned that their path is an evil path. Then the translation of Ameen, "Ay Allah, is dua ko qabul farma le, O Allah, accept this supplication in your court."